afternoon, good morning to wherever you are. What a crazy week in U.S. politics, and just as crazy in Canadian politics. Enjoying my Tim Hortons. Beautiful night out here in Windsor, Ontario. It's not hot out anymore. So my take, what's going to happen over in the United States? Who's been running the country is a big question all this time. Really. Okay, we were warned. Uh, Donald Trump said it all before during the last election. Okay, what we were going to get, and what's going to happen is Joe Biden's not going to resign. What's going to happen is he's going to fall down and have an injury. Can you hear me all right, Paul? Donna, he's going to fall down and have an injury, and that's going to be his way out. Fake fall. I don't know if he was acting, because it kind of reminds me of the Chin Galante in New York City, who was a mob boss, who was indicted on RICO charges, and he played the Alzheimer's disease, I think it was. Okay, and he walked around mumbling in the streets of New York. He was still the crime boss. Okay, and it was all an act, so he could avert a lengthy prison sentence. Is that what's going on with Joe Biden? So he's going to probably fall down, have an accident, and that's going to be his ticket out. And you're going to be stuck with Kamala the Dragon for another 7 months. Rumors have it Michelle Obama, maybe Clinton, they're going to run. But listen, people in the United States, you guys aren't stupid. We've seen it all, and we've seen it all live, which was amazing. Everything that we were warned about, mumbling Joe and this and that, in the left-wing media saying minutes before the debate, oh, Joe is coherent, Joe is the best he's ever been, this and that. Okay, and you heard it all on left-wing media, and then after the debate, they turned on him like snakes. And they turned on him really, really, really fast. Okay, so it was a great week in politics. You know, the truth will prevail. And we're seeing it in Canada too. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. But the fall of Trudeau and the fall of Joe Biden all in the same week, I think it's a great thing. Okay, you're hearing stuff that, who is it, Christina Freeland is going to get the shuffle. She needs the 5-knuckle shuffle on the way out the door, by the way. They all do, okay, for what they've done to this country. And you're hearing, I'm hearing in the winds that somehow Mark Carney, the ex-head of the Bank of Canada, and then he went on to the Bank of England like he's some big rock star. He was fired from the Bank of England, by the way, and he only lasted maybe a year. So shuffling out Christina Freeland for Mark Carney is going to be a joke. Okay, he's a liberal. He's been advising Trudeau all this time, so don't kid yourself. He's a smooth talker. He's as greasy as grease, period. So I'm going to read some comments here. Kamala won't be there. She's already furious. Well, she's the vice president, so if he does fall down and go and get a boo-boo or a bobo, okay, as the vice president, she becomes the president of the United States. And it's not acting. That's just the way it works. Now, the next run, they don't even have enough time to even put together the candidates over there. And you're hearing New Scum. I call him New Scum from California, Governor New Scum, and Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan. What a combination that ought to be. So it's being run by the Obamas and the Clintons, and it always has. So it hasn't been run by Joe Biden and the people that voted for Joe Biden over there, the 82 million or whatever they're calling it, right? I still find that hard to believe, by the way. You've been fooled. This guy hasn't been running the country at all. And Donald Trump said it right. You know, World War III. We could be headed into World War III with suckers like this that are running the country. You know, he's the commander-in-chief, the security of the United States of America domestically. Okay. not just only globally or internationally, but domestically. This guy has not been running the country. So who has? Ask yourself the question. Is it the CIA? Is it the NIS? Has it been who is it? The Obamas, the Clintons? They're stuck in there. They're in the middle of it all. You think Obama? I think so too. You know, in the try and place his wife as the next president of the United States, Obama. It's all done. It's all done for the woke society on both sides of the border. Very soon, I give Trudeau the latest, maybe October. If there's not a vote of confidence by October, we got problems. You know, we're stuck with him for another year. Mark Carney's not the man. If you let Christina Freeland and he steps down tomorrow, or there's a vote of non-confidence, she becomes the Prime Minister of Canada, Christina Freeland. And she will have the life expectancy of maybe a loaf of bread, sort of like Kim Campbell did back in the Mulrooney days when he resigned and she took over and she became the first Prime Minister of Canada, female Prime Minister, and still the first female prime minister in the history of Canadian politics. And she lasted 136 days, I think it was. And she lasted less than a bowl of Campbell's soup, Kim Campbell. So it's funny to see them all falling down. And it's not just here in North America, it's happening all over the world. You know, enough is enough. You know, I see a lot of things on Rumble, I see a lot of things on YouTube, and I take it all in, right? And their woke society and the gay pride and all this stuff. They're all crying right now. The gay pride, oh, our numbers are down. This and that. I wonder why. When you got governments that are trying to legalize pedophilia, I got a problem with that, period. Touch my kids and find out what happens. You know, it's pretty bad. By September, maybe, when they come back from the holidays, if he lasts that long, man, because from what I'm hearing, the Liberals are eating themselves right now. You know, they're worried. And the NDP should be very worried about this one, too, because what happened there in Toronto in the by-election, they lost that seat, as we all seen, and it was a very powerful Liberal riding for the last 30 years. Okay? And if it could happen there, it's going to happen all over the place. So you got a lot of career politicians out there worried about what? Their paychecks. So, yeah, I hear you, Paul. We got the traveler here. I'm Jesus Christ. Welcome to the future. Well, the future is pretty simple to tell. It's not me telling the future. The writing's on the wall. It's simple, right? We've been seeing it for a while. We've been told well, I've been watching it since, 2020, since Joe Biden was last elected. The mumbling, the stumbling, the incoherency. The guy can't put a sentence together, right? And it's a joke. It's a sick joke, really. So the people that you voted for, it was a lie. You know, they brought you the Joe Biden because who? The Obamas. The Obamas are still running the show over there. And the Clintons. Okay, the Clintons, the Obamas. And not for long. It all comes to an end very soon. And I do see and Donald Trump has all the right and the power to come after these people. They did illegal things, and now they're going to stand trials. And I guarantee you on that one, if Donald Trump gets in, which he's gonna, unless they somehow another 82 or 83 million people vote for Joe Biden. We know how that worked the last time. And Biden gets back in somehow. If it becomes Trump, look out Obamas, look out Clintons, look out Democrats. Because he's coming, and he's coming with a vengeance, and he has all the right in the world to. Look what they've done to this guy. Look what they tried doing to this guy. Okay, he's got trial sentencing next week. And man, if he winds up in a cage for 2 seconds, you watch what happens in the U.S. Okay, and that is all political. So what? He slept with a hooker, or wasn't even a hooker. So what if he slept with a porn star and paid her money? Big deal. If I was Trump, I would have said, you know what? At least I'm not showering with my daughter. And your crackhead son, gun-toting, crack-smoking son, okay? These people are are scumbags, and you got Jill Biden in there, Doctor Jill. Like, what is she a doctor of? The MK Ultra program? I don't know. I don't get it. Jake the Snake Roberts, what's up? How you doing, man? So yeah, I don't get it. I think it's pretty funny. It's a great time to be alive to watch politics. I've seen a lot of things live. And Saturday Night Live, I thought they had the best skit of them all. Dick in a box with Justin Timberlake. Well, we got Joe Biden. That was a dick on the podium, a big dick at the podium, and to watch the left eat themselves, the left wing media eat themselves the way that they did be prior to the debate, talking he's the best he's ever been. Joe Biden's coherent. This not, we've been telling them all this time, and they've been lying to the people. Period. Okay, trying to sell them off as the best thing since sliced bread or American apple pie. He fell on his face, and he fell on his face hard. Okay, like I said, Christina Freeland, she's getting the shuffle here soon. They need the five knuckle shuffle. The five knuckle shuffle. The things that they've done to our country. Not cool. We're not fools. And the woke society is about to go broke really fast. Sleepy Joe will forget to pardon his son. If he falls down and gets a bopo, I don't know. Can he even write pardons if he's mentally incapacitated? I don't know. Hopefully not. But it don't matter. There's a lot of other charges that they're coming after. You could pardon him on the crack and the hookers and everything else that he's done. But there's a laptop. There's all kinds of things that he's done. The Chinese money and the Ukrainian deal. Okay, they're coming after him, and they're going to come after him hard, and they should. What's my big beef with Harriet Truman or Tubman? Who the hell's that? Barley Man. I don't know who you're talking about. Explain it in the chat. Tube Man. But America is headed in the right direction now. Now that it's all been exposed, and even their own kind right now, they're eating each other. And it's the best thing I've ever seen. Even in Canada, you got the CBC now trying to make things right, but it's like CNN, a little too late. People don't trust it, and you shouldn't trust it. Get your news where you get your news. Go to mainstream, go to social media, go to Rumble, go wherever. Can't read. Well, can we? No, I don't know what you're talking about there, Barley Man or Barfy Man, or I don't have my glasses on. What's your big beef with Harriet Tubman? I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of them before. Yeah, use caps. There you go. Be the arrow. So I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like I said, since Dick in a Box by Justin Timberlake. We got a couple of dicks at the podium. We got Justin Trudeau and we got Joe Biden, and they're big dicks. And I think it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a great time to be alive. I'm smiling, really. I am. I'm smiling. I was gonna stay silent on it, but the aftermath was the best. The aftermath of that debate, even up until today. I'm working all weekend long, so I'll sit on YouTube here and there, and I'll catch a few podcasts in the aftermath and what people are saying on both sides. I'm watching it on both sides, and I'm just shaking my head, laughing, going, this is hilarious, man. Who's running the United States of America? Who's the commander-in-chief? Who's the guy protecting you domestically and on foreign policy and everything else? Because it ain't Joe Biden, and it hasn't been Joe Biden, and it hasn't been Trudeau. Trudeau's... I don't get this guy at all. Really, I don't. He's in Toronto yesterday, some Chinese festival, dancing. What a clown show. What a big clown show. You don't understand what's going on right now. In his caucus, half of them want him gone. And that's a big number. And they should get rid of them. Should have been gone a long time ago. Now, Jagmeet Singh, you don't get on board here and call non-confidence very soon, your party's done. All your career politicians won't be working very soon as NDP. And what's the Liberals going to do when they don't have power anymore? They don't even have a party. Are you going to come out and call it like the Democrats used to be called the Democrat Party of Canada? Now it's the New Democrats. Are you going to call it the New Liberals? The New Liberals are the same as the last ones. And don't be fooled. Like I said, they're going to try and implant Mark Carney, the ex-head of the Bank of Canada, and he got a job at the Bank of England. He got fired from the Bank of England. He was a lousy, lousy dude at the Bank of Canada. And don't be fooled with what they're trying to sell you, man. I'm not going to be. Got 20 people watching. That's pretty good for us. Well, it's Sunday. I don't even know what day it is today because I'm working all weekend. Crazy hours. I'll be on the shop floor by 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I want to hurry up and get it done. I'm going to smoke a huge turkey for Canada Day. And that's another thing. We got Canada Day in Ottawa. Will the turd show up for Canada Day? There's a lot of people that don't like them. And I love that chant, you know, the FU chant. Will it happen on Canada Day? Will that get the message finally through his skull to step down and do the right thing? Right, so here's a question for you. Why did God give men nipples if we are not supposed to breastfeed our pets? That's in the comments. No, that's pretty funny. Hairy nipples. So I'm just doing a little rant on the current events. And the funniest, like I said, is the aftermath of all this shit, right? Even CBC's turning, the Global News, CTV, they're turning on their fearless leader, Justin Trudeau, the guy they've been bullshitting us about for the last 9 years. And same thing with Joe Biden. They've been bullshitting us, all right? Because why? They've been getting paid, the left-wing media. So with all that being said, I got to roll. I got to get to bed. I got to eat, get to bed, pick some nice beans out of my garden for tomorrow. But stay tuned. I'll show you guys the smoked 10-pound or 12-pound turkey I got for Canada Day that's going on the smoker at 8 o'clock in the morning by my son-in-law because I'll be at work till probably 2. Ciao, guys.